Have you ever wondered why $1 isn't the same as €1, 1 yen, or even 1 Vietnamese dong? Why can you buy a meal for just a few thousand rupees in one country, but need way more dollars for the same thing elsewhere? In this video, we'll explore why different countries have distinct currencies with varying values and why exchange rates fluctuate constantly. Let's dive in. The birth of different currencies. A long time ago, people used barter trade, exchanging goods for goods. But as societies advanced, they realized they needed a more efficient way to trade. That's how money came into the picture. First, we had gold and silver coins. Then, different kingdoms and countries started introducing their own money systems based on their economies. This led to the development of unique national currencies like the US dollar, British pound, and Japanese yen. But why do these currencies have different values? Let's find out. Gold standard versus fiat money. In the past, many countries followed the gold standard, meaning their money was directly linked to gold reserves. The more gold a country had, the more valuable its currency was. But then, everything changed. Most countries ditched the gold standard and switched to fiat money, which is government-backed currency with no physical commodity behind it. This means $1 is worth $1 because the government says so, not because it's tied to gold. This shift gave governments more control over the economy, but it also made exchange rates way more complicated. What determines a currency's value? If currencies aren't backed by gold, then what makes them valuable? It all comes down to supply and demand. Economic strength. A strong economy attracts more investors, increasing demand for the currency. Inflation rates. If inflation is high, the currency loses value because people need more of it to buy things. Interest rates. Higher interest rates attract foreign investors, increasing demand for that currency. Political stability. Countries with stable governments tend to have stronger currencies because investors trust them more. Trade and exports. Countries that export a lot, like China, tend to have strong, stable currencies. If people believe a currency is strong, they'll want more of it. If they lose confidence in it, its value drops. Ever checked exchange rates and noticed they change all the time? That's because of floating exchange rates, which means currency values shift based on market forces. Some countries fix their currency values like China does with the yuan, but most let the market decide. When investors think a currency is strong, they buy more of it, raising its value. When they think it's weak, they sell it off, making it drop. Think of it like a popularity contest. Currencies rise and fall based on demand. Why a stronger currency isn't always better. You might think having a strong currency is always a good thing, but not necessarily. A strong currency means cheaper imports but more expensive exports, which can hurt businesses that sell goods abroad. A weaker currency makes a country's products cheaper for foreigners, boosting exports and economic growth. That's why some countries deliberately keep their currencies weak, to stay competitive in global trade. So now you know. Currencies have different values because of economic strength, inflation, interest rates, and global trade. Exchange rates fluctuate because of supply and demand, and a stronger currency isn't always better. Next time you see an exchange rate, you'll know exactly what's going on behind the scenes. Want more easy-to-understand finance content? Like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Comment below, which currency do you think is the strongest right now? Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Blast off!